What is Neca Godzilla here, and welcome to my unboxing review of the Neca re-release 1994 Godzilla vs. Destroyah Godzilla. Very, very excited to have this figure. Don't actually have the original version of this figure. This is the first version I'm getting here, and I cannot stress enough how much I love this box. This is probably my favorite Godzilla box we have ever gotten. I mean, look at that packaging. Just look at that packaging. Look at this glorious, glorious box. This thing is just incredible. I love it so much. So, yeah, the front of the box is absolutely awesome. You have Godzilla vs. Destroyah right here. A little bit of Japanese right there. Godzilla on this side. We have Godzilla vs. Destroyah right there. Some more Japanese. Probably says Godzilla vs. Destroyah in Japanese. 65 years of Godzilla at the bottom. On the back of the box, we have some obligatory product shots of the figure right there. We have some nice pictures. And we have a little bio right there. If you would like to read that, go ahead on, read it on up. There you go. And we can open up the front flap. We have a nice picture of the figure right there on the flap. And we have the figure right there in the packaging. Get you guys a little look at the figure in the packaging right there. And with that being said, let's get this guy opened up. Alright, here we have the figure in the plastic tray. We have a twist die down here. These are going to be tough, aren't they? Here's one back here. There's one. We have a twist tie right here in the center. One up here. And then there's the last one at the tail, which I failed at first, but I'm going to get it this time. Yeah, nice. And you can pull it out. There we go. So here we have the figure. And there's one more twist tie holding the tail in place, which is going to be a pain in the butt. Alright, got him out of the packaging, and I like him. I like this guy. So let's get the tail on here. This should be easy, hopefully. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Nope, almost got it. There we go. Got it. Alrighty, not too dead. Not too dead. Not too bad right there. So here we have Godzilla opened up out of the packaging, and let's get in here close on the face right here. Looking really, really nice. Check that out. Like I said, guys, I really like this figure. This is a nice Godzilla. Look at that face sculpt. That looks fantastic. You got the red eyes right there. Those look absolutely awesome. The mouth looks really, really great. Kind of hard to get in there. Oh, man. His head joint is... Oh, there we go. His head joint was just stuck. Kind of paint stuck there. But we freed it up now. So now I should be able to get him looking up. Well, actually, he doesn't want to look up with the mouth open. But let me... There we go. Need to show that mouth paint, man. That looks great in there. Look at that. That looks really good. Really like that. And then getting into the body, you have all this transparent plastic. Check that out. That looks so good. Look at all that transparent plastic. That is beautiful. Now, I don't own the original release of this figure, so I don't have it to compare it. But I would bet anything NECA probably made some adjustments to the figure to make it a little bit better. One thing in particular I always heard about the 1994 mold was that the arm had a popping off problem. It would pop all the time. But mine, it seems to be perfect, so either they fixed that or I got a really good one. One of the two, but I would probably guess that they probably fixed that, because that does sound like a pretty big issue. So it looks like they may have fixed that. I mean, hopefully I didn't get my facts straight and that's not a different figure, but I heard that the arm would like pop off really easily on this particular mold. So really, really nice. And once again, more transparent plastic going on there. It is transparent, by the way. You can't really see because it's very thick. You can't really see things passing behind it, but it is transparent because it does kind of illuminate when you shine some light in it, as you can see there. It looks really, really good. I'm really happy with this, man. I really like this. Honestly, I kind of just bought this figure for the box because the box is so awesome, but I gotta tell you, I really, really like this figure. This is really nice. And then the tail right here, and I really like how they did this. So the tail, you can see here, the spines are actually kind of fading into the burning right here. So you can see down here, it's all regular, and then it kind of starts to fade into the red, and then this one a little bit more, and then this one a little bit more, and now right here, here, it's kind of just completely blazed up like that. Really, really cool. Yeah, really, really like this. And just to show you what I mean, here's the 1962 tail. So as you can see here, it's kind of regular at the bottom right there. It's kind of regular towards the bottom, and then it goes into the thing. Yeah, his arm does have a popping off problem. That's kind of funny, isn't it? But yeah, really nicely done right there. Very, very cool. I really do like that. Very cool. Now, I am noticing that there is no segmenting in the tail here. It is a bendy wire, and I would hope that if they are going to go back and re-release these figures, that they would give them the ball-jointed tail. That definitely seems like something they could definitely improve upon. But you know what? I'm not going to make a big deal of it because I actually removed the tails from my display anyway because they are really long, and I can't really fit a lot of figures on the shelf if they have the tail on, so I actually tend to remove the tails anyway. But still, I do wish it was ball-jointed. There is some ball joints in the other segment here, though, so that is nice. Now, speaking of that, let's get in here on articulation because there's no accessories to speak of, no blast accessories or anything. However, if anyone out there is curious if you can use one of the other blast accessories with this guy, and the one that comes to mind for me is the Poster Art 1956. Let's see here. It doesn't peg into place, but you might be able to get something to look kind of cool there. You might be able to get something to work, and this does look really good, I think. I do like the way this looks right here. So yeah, if you really want to try to work something in there, you could probably get a nice display, but there isn't actually a peg hole or anything in the mouth for you to peg it into place. But anyway, getting in here close on the articulation now, there is a ball joint at the head. It can go down about that far, up about that far, so not a ton. A little bit of tilt. You can get a little bit of tilt right there, a little bit of tilt the other way. This bar is also on a ball joint right here at the base of the neck right there. That's also on a ball joint. You can't really get a lot of movement on this one. A little bit of down, a little bit of side to side, a little bit full 360. Oh man, actually that's kind of tight actually. Maybe be a little bit careful with that. I'm not gonna risk it on mine because it does feel a little bit weird. I do feel some resistance there, so be careful with that if you wanna move that. Full 360 at the arm here. Looks like this is actually on a ball joint, which is a little bit weird. The swivel right here. Actually, no, it's just a peg, and it's pegged into the shoulder here, and then you have a swivel right there. But this arm, you do have a hinge at the base of the forearm right there. Let me get some more light in here. You do have a hinge at the base of the forearm, and then you can get a swivel right here. Now, out of the packaging, this was actually backwards, so keep that in mind when you open this up. You want to fix the arms up. Hands can do a full 360. You do have some hinge fingers here, so you can get some inward like that and a little bit of outward as well. And then there is a hinge. Oh no, actually it's a ball joint at the base of the wrist here, so you can get some movement as well. There's a torso joint right here. It is a ball joint, so you can get some nice movement right there. The legs are on a ball joint, so you can probably get a full 360. Yep, full 360 right there, and a little bit of in and outward movement as well. The knees. Let's see here. So there is a hinge, very clearly there is a hinge in there, as you can see there, very nice hinge, and we can get some good movement right there, actually quite a bit of movement right there, so that's all the knee bending you can get, very nice there. And then the feet are on a ball joint, and then the tail, you can get a full 360 at the base of the tail. It is on a ball joint right there, another ball joint right here, another ball joint right here at the base of the connection point. Actually, no, this is the base of the connection point, so there's another ball joint right here, and then there's another one right here, in case I did not show that correctly. And then the rest of the tail is a bendy wire right there, so you can get some nice posing right there. So there you have your articulation. Now for comparison. Alright, so let's start with some classic Godzillas here. So here is the 1962 Godzilla right there. Just starting off with some classics, and we'll go into some more modern looks in a second. But I'm sure you're all wondering, which of these do I prefer? Oh, this is gonna sound insane, but I like this one more. Now I will say I would prefer a standard release, a standard version of this without the orange bits, but I do believe NECA will be re-releasing their standard version of this figure as well in a new box as well, the Space Godzilla one, the Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. They should be re-releasing that one as well, and I'll definitely get that one. And definitely will look more into that one as well. But of these two, I like this mold more. I think this mold is just a lot cooler in my opinion. Now, this one is still really good. Don't get me wrong, this is still a great figure, but I do like this mold overall more. And here it is with the Poster Art Godzilla, the 1956 Poster Art Godzilla right there, which is the 1954 mold right there. Really like both of these ones. And then here's the video game mold, which is the video game figure, which is the 1984 mold, 84 or 85. I still don't know if this is 84 or 85, but they have those molds together as well. This is a really nice figure as well. So yeah, there they are together. Alright, now let's move on and do some more modern Godzillas. Alright, so here he is with the 2014 MonsterVerse Godzilla. And then here he is with the superior 2019 MonsterVerse Godzilla. Here he is with Shin Godzilla. They look kind of good together. I kind of like how they look together. And my bad, I should have showed this one after the 2019 one, but here it is with the version 2 2019 MonsterVerse Godzilla. So you can see how those ones look together as well. And here he is with the Mothra right there and the Rodan right there. So there he is with the other King of the Monsters releases right there. See how he scales with them. Alright, now I'm going to compare him with some other NECA licenses. Here he is with the Freddy vs. Jason Ultimate Jason Voorhees. Oh wow, he's bigger. Here he is with the Halloween 2 Ultimate Michael Myers. Here he is with the version 2 1990 Pennywise. I'm sure someone's curious about this comparison. Here he is with Gypsy Danger. Hang on. There we go. And here he is with Amphibian Man. Here he is with the Ultimate Chucky, so you can see how he scales with a smaller NECA figure. And that'll do it now for our showcase. So this is a surprise. Moving on to my final verdict on the new Godzilla vs. Destroyah re-release. I really like this figure. I went into this review not really expecting much from this figure. This is a re-release, and honestly, it's not even a look I particularly care about, but I really like this figure. I honestly half expected me to just put this guy back in the box and put him on the shelf in the box because the box is so awesome, but I really love this mold, and I am definitely excited to add it to my Godzilla shelf. So yeah, I really love this figure, and I'm giving him a 8 out of 10. I think he's 100% worth it. Really nice figure. I'm happy with him. I am definitely really happy with him. 8 out of 10, final rating. Thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more NECA content, and this is DK Guillotine, signing out. And also, I mean, come on, that box. I mean, that's a 10 out of 10. That box, man. Whew.